I don't know, man. At a certain point, it's like, is the game even worth playing, right? Because, listen, Star Citizen is an alpha, okay? It was worth playing in 17.5. It was worth playing in 17.2. At this point, is it worth playing if it's that, like, why play a game that's too much trouble to play, you know? Now, I understand that, you know, you want to help out the people, help out the devs, and test the game, because that's what we're doing. We're alpha testers, right? But at some point, they have to make it worth your while. If it's not worth your while, you know, it's like, I don't have time to be doing them a favor, you know? I'm not playing the game to do CIG a favor. I'm playing the game because it's fun to play. And if it's not fun to play, I'm not playing the game. I'm sorry, that's just the reality of why I'm playing video games. At least, I wouldn't play it on a regular basis if it wasn't fun. Right now, it's not fun. This is like, I'll get on once a week, once a month to help them stress test or something. Because at this point, there's no benefit for me. The transaction is, I play test your game, you give me fun. That's the transaction. Right now, the transaction is, I play test your game, you give me a headache. That's not really a mutual relationship, you know. There's no symbiosis happening here. It's just them benefiting from us, especially if you're paying money. You know, it's one thing to say, if you're gonna let me play for free, and I'll play test your game, you know, because at least it doesn't cost me anything. It's not that I don't think they're gonna fix it, right? It's just, as of this moment, I don't want to play the game. I'll correct that. I do want to play the game. There's just no game to play. You know what I'm saying? And listen, it's not that I'm upset because there's bugs or because things aren't working correctly. Star Citizen is always like that. There's always bugs, and it never works correctly. At least not on the whole. But the problem is, if the bugs break the game and make it unfun to even do anything at all, you know, it's like, where is my engine at, dude? Like, this is not a ship. I'm missing so many components off this thing. Yeah, the arrow's just dead. I don't understand. And I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, he's giving up on Star Citizen, you know, like, I'm not giving up on Star Citizen. It's not that I'm giving up, or it's not that I'm, like, saying, oh, I'm not going to play Star Citizen anymore. It's just the fact that, like, it's like, I'll just wait. Like, let me just wait until they fix it completely, you know? And I'm not mad at them at all. I'm not mad at CIG. It's not like I'm frustrated, like, why isn't it working? You know, I like, blah, 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 blah. It's just the question of, like, feeling like I need to play for some reason. It's like, I don't. There's no reason that I should be playing this right now. I should wait, let them until they fix it, and then come back. That's all I'm saying. It just sucks when, you know, I get onto stream and it's just been several days of just unstreamable content, you know. That's the problem. And again, it's like, we know what's happening. I got on stream knowing the state that the game's in, so it's like, again, not complaining about the state of the game. I'm just, you know, I'm just frustrated. That's all it is. And the thing about being a human being is that you can be frustrated and still love the game and love the development team and love everything about it, you know? And you can love things and still be frustrated with them. Wait, what? Now they're recharging regardless of where my power is situated. Look, my power is on shields right now. What the frick? I see all these people on Reddit or on Spectrum or whatever, in YouTube comments also saying, like, there's no excuse for this. You know, there's no excuse for the update being in this bad a state. They have $1 billion. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Like, these people don't know anything about game development. They don't know anything about anything. It's like, yes, I understand the frustration, and yes, you're like, it should have been handled better. Of course it should have. But trying to say, like, there's no excuse for it. I mean, like, obviously, they don't want it to not work out, you know? Who am I to say? Maybe they do need better leadership. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not involved. I don't know what goes into the process of this sort of update. I'm sure it's extremely difficult, you know? I don't know. I see those comments and I'm just thinking, like, there's no need for any sort of, like, extremism, you know? It's like if you go to a game like Call of Duty and complain all you want about the development team and how trash that game is and how there's no excuse, and that would be 100% accurate and you'd be 100% justified. Yeah, now nothing is recharging. My shields aren't recharging. I don't even know how my shields went down. This is just, okay, I mean, they're recharging now. Okay. The power seems to be working at this point. All I'm saying is, you go to, like, yeah, go to a AAA developer who's just copy-pasting assets for the 10th year in a row and say, yeah, there's no excuse for this, especially when we had the, like, quality of life improvements in the last game. Okay, now my attritions have just despawned off my ship. And then, yeah, say, okay, there's no excuse. Go to Call of Duty and say there's no excuse, because of course you'd be 100% correct. There's no excuse for the trash that Call of Duty is today. Same with Battlefield, there's no excuse. At least they tried to do something new, though. But with Star Citizen, there definitely is an excuse, you know? We knew what we signed up for, we knew 318 would be rough. We just didn't know how rough it would be. Does it suck? Of course it sucks. I don't want to hear the other extreme end of that argument either. I don't want to hear, like, oh, it's an alpha, we knew this would happen, so therefore you're not allowed to be frustrated, just keep grinding. Normally I would agree with you, however, it's not possible to play the game right now, for many of us. You know, I can't take out a bounty target with no guns. It's impossible. The most basic thing that you're supposed to be able to do in this alpha, you know, ships that I have paid money for are not working. You know, I can't use them. Oh, it's a pledge. It's not. You're not buying a ship. You're supporting the game. I don't care. Shut up. You pay money for something. It's supposed to work. I understand that it's a pledge. I understand you're not buying the game or buying any sort of ownership over digital material, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Long way around, all just to say it's okay to be frustrated. You can still love the game. You can still be disappointed. It sucks, you know. We have to be patient. We have to extend that grace to CIG because we know what we're dealing with here. It's not just your normal run-of-the-mill update, you know. And at the same time, it sucks. That's it. We can't just be out here pretending that we're all 5 years old and we can only handle one emotion at the same time. We're all adults. So maybe I'll take a break from this game. Maybe I'll take a week off and just wait for all the green lights to appear. There's no point in getting on and just dealing with this, you know. And that's fine. I'll give them time to fix what they need to fix, and hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end and we'll have a better situation. And it's unfortunate because I want to be playing this game. This is my main game. It's my fault for making an alpha my main game. You know, that's on me. You know, I wish I could be playing it, but I just can't. Hopefully, we'll be back with Star Citizen sooner rather than later. Hopefully it's days and not weeks. But we'll see.